What's up everyone? In this video we're going to hack SimpleCTF room on TryHackMe. I already deployed the machine and we have only one task and with some questions that we have to answer. So let's begin with enumeration using Nmap to find 4 open ports. I'm going to use my script here. Going to replace the server IP, going to be 206, and I'm going to let it run. So already discovered some ports, 20, 21, 80, so which means that I can already start GoBuster on port 80. That's where HTTP should be running. So I'm just going to replace the IP 221.206. Okay, and I'm going to let it run. Okay, both Anymaps and GoBuster scans are finished. So let's see what do we have here for Nmap first. So we have port 21 open, that's for FTP, and okay, looks like it's allowing anonymous connection. Let's see here, we have port 80, it's open, we have a patch running, and you can see a file there is being made available. We have the service, and we have SSH running on port 2222, and basically that's it. So let's see if we can answer some of these questions already. How many services are running under port 1000? So we have 2, 80, and 21. So mark 2. What's running on higher port? So it's SSH. What's the CVE using against the application? So okay, so let's start by looking at this file. Let's open first this server, see what we have. So this is the initial page. Okay, nothing there. We can see we have robots. If you can find something interesting, robots.txt. Nothing interesting except for this. This is kind of a service running on this server, so let's search for this, see if we can get more information. And it looks like this service is vulnerable and allow for arbitrary file actions. Okay, if we take a look at the question, what's the CVE using against the application? Okay, so probably that should be the CV. So let's try to use those. Not working. So we have 42, 41, and 40 all on the same ear. So let's change to 41 and 40. Okay, doesn't seem to work. And what else can we explore here? So we have a hidden directory here, so let's open and see if we get something different. We have server status as well, so try to open this. Oh no, we're not allowed to access this. Okay, and looks like we have this service running on the server, DMS made simple, and we can read some information about it. And someone posted a comment, Mitch general, And so we have a login page. Okay, so we must have the credentials for that. Okay, so let's see if we can find some useful information about this web application. And like exploit. Okay, so we have here, and we can see that this application is vulnerable, has a vulnerability. So let's see, what is the version? 2.2.10, and which version do we have? Is it running 2.2.8? Is it? So it might be. Okay, so let's try to use the CV and see if it's the right one. Okay, so that's the vulnerability we want to explore. I can close the other ones. Okay, so what this allows to do, so this is a Python code, and so it allows for SQL injection. Okay, close this. What kind of vulnerability is the application vulnerable? As we can see, it allows SQL injections. So it types SQL injection. That's the right one. Now it's asking what's the password. So which means that we should find a way to get the credentials using this exploit. So I already downloaded these exploits. So let me clear that. One thing that I want to highlight is that this code is written on Python version 2. So depending on your machine operating system, or depending on the Python version you have installed, you can either change the Python code to Python 3. There is a library Python 2.3 that you can install, and it's going to convert this code to Python 3. And I did that, but I just got a lot more errors. The other option is to install Python version 2 and install the modules that are required to run the exploit. And I'm going to share this on the link description. This is what I had to use to run the exploit. At least this module, this is the one that I didn't have. So after doing this, I was able to run the exploit successfully. Okay, so now let's run the exploit, and I already have this here. So what we want to do is to write Python 2 and the codes. I'm just going to take advantage of it. It's right here. I want to replace the current server IP. So right now this is 221.206, 221.206, and simple. And we want to crack using this dictionary. So we can look here. That's the dictionary that they're suggesting. Probably we could use another one, but let's just use this. Now this might take a while, and some of the times the code or the password cracked might be wrong. So you just have to run multiple times until you find the right one. Okay, the password was finally cracked after a few attempts. Now we can answer what's the password. That's secret. Where can you log in with the credentials obtained? So we try to SSH using username Mitch at 10.10.221.206, and we saw that SSH is running on the port 2222, That's minus p 2222. Okay, yes, and let's type the password. Okay, and we're able to log in using SSH. What's the user flag? So let's see what do we have in current directory. Let's try to read this. So we got the first flag. And is there any other user in the home directory? What's its name? So currently we are at the user Mitch home directory. And there is another one in this Sunbeth. Let me copy and paste this. What can you leverage to spawn a privileged shell? And so let's see which programs can we run as sudo. So we can run vim as sudo. And so let's see, can we take advantage of vim for privilege escalation? So looking at GTF all beans, let's search for vim and sudo. And we use this script, should be able to get privilege, root privilege. Okay, let's see. And right now we are root. Okay, so let's answer vim. What's the root flag? So the root flag should be on roots directory, and that should be root txt, and that's the final flag. And copy and paste this. And that's it, guys. We were able to compromise the web server thanks to the vulnerability on the application, and then we were able to increase our privilege inside the web server. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one.